Okay, let's do this. Hey everyone. I honestly have been processing and trying to figure out how I'm going to share this update, but here we are now, and I just want to say we made it. We made the goal. Doesn't have to be that dramatic, but yeah, I just wanted to announce that we made the goal in 5 days, which is pretty insane. Whereas if you've talked to me before this campaign existed, I literally was like, probably no one's gonna donate. It's probably just gonna be my mom and a few friends, and like, that will be that. But you all proved me wrong, and it's just been very overwhelming with all the different conversations and interactions that I've had in the past few days, and just everyone who's been supporting and sharing. And I really do believe that word of mouth is such a powerful way to just share the news and like let people know about things. And without you, whoever you are, this would have never happened. I've never created a crowdfunding campaign in my life, nor did I even took a class on it. And I do admit that I honestly watched a few videos on YouTube, which I'm really lucky because I have a friend named Joan who wrote a book. I didn't read the book, but like he had a few videos on YouTube. And if you're watching, your videos did help with tips on like doing crowdfunding campaigns, and I hope you're proud because I've successfully have done one. And I know there's just so many questions that people have been asking because it's like, this just came out of nowhere. It's like, Joan, where has this project has been happening? Like, how did you even come up with it? And I'm going to try my best to answer as many questions as I can right now because I don't want to spoil this project, and because that's going to be part of the behind the scenes later on that you can watch. And so as of right now, I just wanted to say thank you from the bottom of my heart, especially the fact that I personally have a hard time asking for help, nor do I want to ask people to donate money or give me money. And so the fact that you guys just free willingly wanted to help and contribute to this project, and I guess in a sense you believed in my vision, or you believed in me, thank you. Because if anyone knows me in my personal life, I have a hard time accepting love. Don't feel sorry. I honestly just have been used to just doing things alone. I just have like my own tunnel vision. I'm like in a bubble. And for people who always reach out and are like, hey Joan, like I just want to help. I could act in your thing, or like I could just like do this, hold the light, whatever it may be. It's not that I don't like working with people. I just have my own way of doing things, my own routine. I just feel like to get the consistency that I like, I just keep doing things by myself, and whatever different things that I need to help me create something, then okay, I'll reach out. But most of the time I just do things by myself. The only thing I'll admit I just don't like is being in front of the camera, which is what I'm doing right now, but this is much easier for me than like having to act out in a scene or something. And so like I said, the fact that you might not have to be in person with me filming and doing the stuff for the project, you contributing or just spreading the word for this means a lot. Like seriously, I just honestly cannot believe it. I created this campaign without even like telling people at first that it launched. Like some people knew I was planning on doing it, but I even announced that I launched it at first. I just wanted to just know that it was online. And then I talked to a few people, fell asleep, woke up, saw how this crowdfund campaign like grew immensely, and I had these like happy tears that I cried, and my mom was like, why are you crying? And I'm like, because people support me. And she's just like, okay. And then like I had to pretend that none of this was happening because I had class in a few minutes, because I just didn't want to tell my classmates yet or my professor that I was doing this. And so as time progressed or went by, people just kept spreading it and sharing it and like contributing to this, and it was just like wild. It was like, what is going on? And so I just want to say again, thank you. Thank you, because now you are part of this journey. The journey is not over. We have a lot of stuff to still do, but with you helping out is going to make this project have the quality that I envisioned for it. So here's a funny story. My dad originally wanted me to go to the school that I go to now for the longest time, and I was always like, no, it's too close to home. Like I don't want to go there. So I ended up going to school going to college in New York, studying photography. That's where my photography background came from. Then I dropped out 2 years later, and then I just was like, I just want to like experience and like learn from other photographers, which I did for 10 years. And then I end up going back to the school that my dad was already telling me that I should go to. And then the whole point of the story is that this school is like not even a prestigious school, but the fact that the faculty, my professors, and my classmates, like they're family to me. And so I'm like really, really appreciative of them and being supportive of my years of like going here, because this is like my last year and this is my final project. And I don't want to cry and get all emotional now thinking about it, because when it came down to school, like I just didn't just go there and just do my assignments and like leave. Like I went there and I wanted to create a community and I wanted people to like get along and like be friends. I know it's like that wasn't part of my job of like being a student there, but I just would get upset because like I would talk to one person and then I would talk to another and they would have stuff in common and they just didn't talk to each other, and I'd be like, oh, you guys should be friends. And that just like created a whole atmosphere at school. And now that we're like this like whole little family in our department, it just like means a lot for them to all be supportive in my project. And I'm really, really glad that I get to work on a project that I want to do. I'm not being forced to like create something like just to pass and get an A. Like I'm working on something that I really, really want to do. And that is this project that we're like, you know, talking about right now. And that's because this project, young Joan, little Joan, whatever you want to call me when I was younger, I honestly just wasn't able to do sports because my dad prevented me, because he was, you're freaking talented in the arts. You are not going to hurt yourself and injure yourself, so you won't be able to draw and stuff. And then I was like, okay, fine, you know better than me. And then time passed by and I never got to skateboard because I was supposedly have to like not get injured, accident prone, whatever. And then like here now during COVID, I ended up learning to want to get involved. And it wasn't just learn how to skateboard. I got into this rabbit hole of like learning the culture, learning all about the history of it, watching movies, talking to photographers, talking to pro skaters. Literally, I just went on this whole thing and I just found so much happiness and fulfillment in that. And that's why I would just like force myself to go to a skate park, because I just wanted to be there as close as I could be, not trying to be ambitious and think I'm going to be a pro skater, but I just wanted to be involved in whatever way I can possibly can. Then I got to meet Iggy, who is the star of this project, and like he was just the one who was more reassuring and telling me to just like be myself and like go have fun. And that's why I chose to do this project, because I know a lot of people are just like, Joan, this is like so out of left field for you, because they just are known for my, I guess, used to my editorial and like portraiture work and other things. I don't know what you guys know about me. I just wanted to do this. This was really like the pinnacle of everything that I've encountered during COVID, probably. I just wanted to create a skate video. And my first photo book, which for the longest time people have asked me to create a photo book, and I just felt I just didn't find photos that sequentially fit something that I wanted to do and put into a book. So now it's coming, it's happening, and I don't want to spoil it for you guys, because it's even hard to promote for this campaign, because like I just didn't want to share too much, because I want you guys to be as excited as I am with this whole project, with this video and this photo book. Like I just want, like when you have it in your hands, you're just like, wow, like this is what they like worked hard for, and this is what I helped contribute to. It's a whole lot. And for me, I'm just excited. As you can hopefully tell from the tone of my voice, I'm never like talking like this. But when it comes down to this project, I'm like super fucking excited about this project. And I can't wait to share with you what I have in store, because for me, I've always made content and stuff that like resonated with me, and like I felt like I just didn't find online or where have you. And I just want to share what I make with people, because I want them to feel something, and I don't want to just make something that someone else has made. And yes, there are a ton of skate videos, I hear you, but I just feel like I have my own flavor that I can add to it, just as well as Iggy and like everyone else who has been a part of this project in the background that you guys just don't know yet. That's a lot of emotions there. And I also just want to say thank you to my mom and my sister for helping with filming my crowdfund video. I honestly like dread it because it was cold and windy that day, but like they were super troopers by like helping me out and filming that because they have no background in filming. And then I just also have a bunch of friends. I don't want to name all of them because I don't want anyone to feel left out, but you know who you are in my inner circle that I just want to thank because they were there before I even launched this campaign, and they were just there to help autocorrect, help me like just encourage me to just keep going when I felt like I didn't want to do this anymore. And it's just been a struggle sometimes, but in the end, it's always rewarding. And if you ever feel uncomfortable, it's because you're growing. And you should never stay somewhere where you feel comfortable because then you're just staying idle and you just don't grow as a person. I'm going to try my best to keep you posted and updated with this project with videos because I hate typing, I hate texting, I hate anything that revolves around writing, but I can talk. I might seem quiet in person, and that's just because I'm an observant person, but most of the time my mind is always like wired and it's like thinking about a bazillion things of like how to improve and like how to progress and like how to just like make things happen, trying to find solutions all the time. So like I said, I just want to say thank you again for helping me reach the goal. And we have a month left, which is insane because April hasn't even started yet and we are already at the goal, and like we have still a month to still like help this crowdfunding campaign even go further. If you're that super generous enough, still appreciative. I'm just excited to share with you what is about to come with this project, and it's even more inspiring now to do it because I know there's people out there that believe in it and just want it to succeed, and I'm just thankful entirely. That's all I want to say, and stay tuned till the next update. I love you guys. I don't say I love you enough, but I love you guys, and sayonara. It's the end of the video, so don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel if you haven't. It will help me in the long run. Okay, bye.